Now, we always talk about Android as well. And the first thing I would say about Android is, actually, if you look at its share of, when I talk about market, I talk about the enterprise market, i.e. our customers. It's vanishingly small compared to Apple. You know, if I look across the room, and generally if we do a tally up, less than 5% of devices will actually be running on an Android operating system versus iOS. Now, this is obviously very much the enterprise space. You know, it's not Android's sweet spot. They're particularly good at you know, things like ruggedized devices, field force type devices. They're very strong there. What's fascinating with Google and Android is the fact that, in a weird way, they're guilty of giving enterprises exactly what they want, and still people don't buy them. Android Enterprise has really ticked every single box that every single security person has ever asked for on a mobile estate. But curiously, their Achilles heel has been the thing that Apple are very good at, which is patching. Getting patches to end devices is a very important tick in the box now, absolutely vital part of security posture. Android is so fragmented that it's struggled in this regard, but also, you know, even with a pure Android device, it's only this year, really, that we're seeing the Pixel 6 launched, for example, from Google, they're guaranteeing 5 years of updates, which is like, it's a big step forwards, but it's still less than Apple. And the other problem we see is generally when we talk about Android, people talk about Samsung. That tends to be the default device of choice in the enterprise estate. And there's a real challenge there as well for people in terms of the consistency of the range. You know, devices come along and disappear quite quickly in the Android estate. And it can be sometimes quite frustrating if you're trying to, you know, one of the things that enterprises love is consistency. And this is where Apple beat them time and time again. And that lack of movement sometimes for Apple is their strength in enterprise. It's consistent, it's the same, it's good for users. So that's definitely been the trend in mobile from our perspective. Obviously, the consumer market stands separate to this. But in the enterprise space, Apple continue to dominate.